Cryptopapa.
Welcome back to another video of Cryptopapa, where crypto is hard but Papa makes it easy. So before we begin, this is not a financial advice, so please do your own due diligence and your risk management. I'm Conan. Welcome back to another video where we talk about anything related to crypto, stocks, or anything on the market, especially in fundamentally and technical analysis. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the market. Welcome to September. Today we are officially in Q4 of 2025. So on the Bitcoin USDT monthly time frame, this is showcasing on the previous 2 months, a tweezer top has been emerging on the screen, as shown that on this parabolic movement, we could potentially see that it might doing a temporary reversal or a pullback to the bottom, slightly just a bit to the bottom. If we are using Fibonacci, we could look for a potential pullback. Maybe for the next coming months, it might either goes back to touch about the 99,000 area before we see another bull run again. So we got to zoom in slightly into a more detailed chart. We go to the daily time frame, where on the previous video we talked about the blue line, where I just changed the color. This is a divider between the upper new zone of the Bitcoin, where it stay afloat above the 111 of the Bitcoin, while the other divider could mean that it could drop to this middle of the zone, which could ranging between the 74,000 to the 111,000. So on today's current Bitcoin, we could see that it is struggling to break above this blue divider trend line. It is a strong resistance. It needs to make sure that it has been successfully breaks out and stay firmly above this range, or we could see another ranging before we can assume that the market will be shifting towards the bull run again. Otherwise, we could assume it might go down, just like we said earlier, that it might go to touch first at the 106,000, which just right above the MA 150. Otherwise, or we could see another continuous pullback all the way to the MA 200. So I'm about to go into the 1 hour time frame, slightly detailed into the market. And on this video, I need to give a huge shout out to one of our behind the scene, our teammate. He's been doing a great job, putting a lot of effort in order to illustrate a very nice and potential indicator. Even though it is in Chinese, as we have a Chinese team ongoing, but I'm still using it for our filtering options. And what does that mean? This is a moving average filtering system indicator that could illustrate on how is the market moving towards all this time frame. We could see how is the alignments are doing, especially when the greens are showing up on this table. It could potentially means that the markets are doing on the long side of the run. So right back at the topic, on the 1 hour time frame chart, we see that there's a bull flag showing on the market currently. It needs to break above this trend line in order to, doing another bull run again. Otherwise, we could see a huge, maybe a huge pullback to the downside first before it gets to accumulate more volume in order to challenge one more time of this blue trend line or the divider, in order to make sure that the bull run are resuming on the race. So moving next to the Bitcoin dominance, as we said earlier, that an element ETH inverse chart pattern has signified that a very huge, highly chances that the market will be going down on the Bitcoin dominance. And yes, it did, with the 1-to-1 ratio all the way from here to as our projected target at the 57.49%, and it is very near, and it means that our judgment are quite accurate in this case. So we change to 1 hour time frame chart. You can see that there's a triangle has been breakout just from the recent time frame, and right now it is going to fill up the FEG area at this 58.3%, somewhere around this area, before we see maybe another pullback again to the upside, in order to first fill up the FEG at the 59%, and second we got another one staying above, which is located at 59.67%. So we see how is the market doing on the next couple of days, and we get back to this again. And we got the CME Bitcoin. Of course, it has breaks out of the downtrend on the current overall situation we can assume it needs to fill up this gap first, which is located at the 114,000 to the 116,000. So also we literally need to, slightly chart on the super chart, especially the Bitcoin USDT on the 24-hour time frame. You can see a lot of upside staking, a lot of volumes are bucking above this 112,000. If I change it to a weekly super chart, we could see more volumes are bucking above this area. So currently the market are running slightly slower because a lot of money has been flowing into the gold market and also some of the forex market. So we can assume that once the gold has been rising substantially, maybe after a while the money will start to flow back into the Bitcoin again. So what we are dealing of Ethereum today, on the latest price candle action, it has been successfully breaks off the descending triangle. Currently it struggle against the the entries level over here, the 4,429, and there's a FEG gap has been appearing over this area, so it needs to fill back, or it might go down all the way to test the trend line before an actual valid of a new reversal trend will be start from this onwards. So our TP, we set it at 47,081, somewhere around here. So we got the tickers for you on today's video. You see on the ZRX USDT, a lot of green golden bullish alignment has been indicating on the market, on the chart. It means a strong bullish are setting up over this ZRX crypto. You could see it could easily goes up to the TP. So our TP, we set it at 0.288. It has been, for the past 4 hours ago, it has do a very well done retest over this area. So there are still more gap for you to partake into your position. Remember to move your SL as you are profiting. We got the Pi USDT technical for you as well, and it is not doing as good as the other crypto just now. So it is still doing a very nice contraction. We got the 1.53%. We need to wait whether it can break above this entry. And we set our TP over here. We got the first one, and then we got the other one. Maybe we can just put it over here. Also, we got the other one over here. So you can just referring to the screen. So before we end the video, we got another one for you, the Solana USDT. This is a huge mega bull run for the year. A strong bullish indicating over this table. We got a lot of green showing golden alignments are setting up over the moving average or the daily time frame. We see there's an ascending wedge. Using the Elliott wave method, we can measure for the final wave, it might go all the way to the 161.8% of the Fibonacci, which has been located at 275. But of course, we got a lot of strong threshold appearing just underneath this resistance. We got one at 256, while the other one located at 223. So whether it can break above this resistance, we might see another upside momentum, another bull run again towards the upside. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you like it. If you are keen to watch the next video, please help us to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I hope you get rich, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you.
Where crypto is hard, but Papa makes it easy.